Greetings, people of Earth. Welcome back. My name is Jax, and today it's another fortune cookie wisdom. I'm actually really enjoying these videos. They are quite fun to sort of just do on the spur of the moment with very little planning or anything like that. So we're gonna get right into it. This one, treat others as you would treat yourself. I don't know if you can see that. Can you see that? Maybe. Your lucky numbers are 3, 5, 8, 10, 21, and 44. So this is the golden rule. This is the rule that we are taught. Treat others how you want to be treated. Behave in a way that you would like yourself and you would like in other people to behave. It's just an all-around great piece of advice. I think it's something that you have to constantly tell yourself. Like, it's something that needs to be overstated and stated again and again and again, because we often forget this. We often behave in a way that we ourselves would really negatively react to if someone behaved in that way to us. I think this is never more present as it is when you are online. Social media, whether it's YouTube or Facebook or Instagram or Twitter or whatever, I think we are so quick to behave in a way that we know we wouldn't like to receive. It is so easy with that anonymity, with that hidden separation from people. I can be in my house, you can be in your house, and we can bully each other remotely. How great, how amazing our world is. But on a serious note, the idea that you should or can in some way impact other people in a negative way, it's a lot of power. I remember reading, and I can't remember which book it's from, but it might be the Four Agreements. But our words are spells. They are magical spells. And how you use your words and your actions can really affect and change the world. If I tell myself that I love my body, I love myself, I love who I am, I'm going to believe it. I'm going to eventually come to a moment where I feel a lot of self-confidence and love and care, and I take the time with myself to just really take care of who I am. If I tell myself that I'm a bad person, that I don't look good, that I'm gaining weight, that I'm losing too much weight, I'm going to believe it. I'm going to behave accordingly. This works with other people as well. And so if you decide to treat people poorly, it is a horrible reflection on who you are. It has devastating impacts on other people. When you insult somebody or you bully somebody, or you even just use some kind of negative comment, or you are sarcastic in a hurtful way, you really negatively impact people in a huge degree that you don't even realize that you're doing. And so by keeping this piece of advice in mind, you treat people the way you would want to be treated. And that is assuming that you want to be treated good, because there are some people out there who don't. But allowing that to just be at the front of your mind as often as you can, and saying, I want to treat people exactly how I'd want to be treated, with kindness, compassion, grace, patience, understanding, some wisdom. Just keeping that in mind sort of checks your behavior. It keeps your behavior in check. It keeps your behavior from veering into bullying or being abusive or being too harsh on people. It's really incredible how much of an effect we can have on other people. Like I said, our words are magical spells, and you will inevitably end up believing what you say. You will inevitably believe what other people tell you. If everyone tells you you have a nice smile, you're going to smile more. It's just going to happen. That's how it works. And so keeping this piece of advice fresh in your mind, right at the front, even if it's like a little mantra when you wake up in the morning and you say to yourself, I'm going to treat people how I would like to be treated. I'm going to treat people with respect and grace and understanding and compassion and kindness. Great way to start your day. Great way to set into motion the practices you want to put in that make the world a better place. Because it truly, it is absolutely incredible that the way I choose to treat other people affect them in such a deep physical, emotional, spiritual way, by just being harsh when I pick up my morning coffee or when I'm talking to the person at the grocery store. By just being nice, that makes their day better. It makes them happier. It makes them make better decisions in their life. And it costs nothing. It is completely free to just treat people with dignity and respect and decency. And just going into a situation and understanding that everybody doesn't have the same pieces as you do. Everybody might have a different perspective. You might have gotten a ticket in the mail or something. So then you go down to the courthouse to pay it, or the DMV or whatever. And you might go down there with just rage and anger and hatred in your heart. And you're going to spread that to everybody in the waiting room. And those places aren't fun to be. Nobody wants to be there. Working there, I would imagine, would not be very fun unless you enjoy arguments with people. And so by bringing that negative energy in, you make your task harder, less enjoyable. You're ruining it for everyone else. You're making them sort of retaliate or get angry. And it's just proof that you have been separated from this piece of advice. Treat people how you want to be treated. It's called the golden rule for a reason. It is the single greatest piece of advice that allows you to live a beautiful life. It truly does. And if everyone embraced this golden rule, we really wouldn't have any issues on this planet. We would have problems, but we could solve them together in a systematic and an appropriate way. So I just think you gotta sort of reiterate this to yourself, that I will treat people how I want to be treated, because it is a sign of respect for another living thing that I appreciate, that I want to do as best as it possibly can do. So yeah, that is my 2 cents on treating others as you would treat yourself. I just had to read it again. So please let me know what you think about the golden rule. Do you think there are exceptions? I honestly don't think there are. I really can't see an exception to treating others with the way you want to be treated, because you can apply that to negative situations too. If someone has truly wronged you, how would you feel if you wronged someone? How would you, what kind of justice, what kind of place in the world would you want in that case? And so the golden rule can really apply to any situation. And it kind of fits quite nicely, which is pretty interesting. And I know its origins are quite ancient. I think there's some stories of the Babylonians or the ancient Greeks having this kind of concept of treating others how you want to be treated. So it's been in our culture for quite a long time, and it's probably much older than that, So thank you for listening. I really hope you enjoyed today's fortune cookie wisdom. Like I said, I'm really enjoying these videos. They're kind of fun. So let me know what you think. Have a beautiful day, week, month, year, whatever you're having. I hope it's amazing and lovely. And as always, I will talk to you guys tomorrow.